Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. So my last film for 2021, can't believe it's the end of the year here folks, and in the latest of the films that didn't go wide release in theaters, didn't make much money, or found its way on to the internet, the latest of these is the directorial debut of Lauren Hadaway, who is a sound editor, and this is called The Novice. This is being distributed by IFC Films, which occasionally makes a really good film that people obviously should see and makes a whole bunch of top 10 lists. This one will make mine. In the quest for sports perfection, obviously we don't get a whole lot of rowing films. Now obviously at the same time, when it comes to perfection by men who want to achieve greatness in the sport that they can achieve, everyone is like, wow, isn't he dedicated to his sport? Very rarely do we ever go into what a woman has to do to achieve her greatness in a sport, and the reaction is, what is wrong with that girl? Isn't she she's being driven mad or insane by going to that distance and that goal? Now, inspired by Lauren Hadaway's own experiences as a rower at MSU, first of all, let me just say that I don't know much about rowing. Occasionally I'll see a rowing thing at the Olympics, and I don't know much about rowing, and partially based off this film, maybe I'll go and try to seek out something more stuff about rowing. First meet Alex Dahl, played by Isabel Furman, who I remember from that really god-awful Orphan film, and I don't know why anyone likes Orphan, but hey look. But clearly, if you're going to rowing classes at 5 o'clock in the morning, clearly that tells you something, and obviously I know plenty of football players that are just sort of like, hey, yeah, I go practice at 5 o'clock in the morning, then go to classes. Dahl is a physics major who is not particularly good at physics. Therefore, one has to wonder why she's exactly is a physics major to begin with. One thing you'll notice, because Lauren Hadaway is a sound editor, is the sound itself, whether it be the wind, the scrape of a pencil moving, or the birds flapping their wings, or the sound of the water. Has a rivalry with another rower played by Alex Forsyth. Now, obviously what Dahl wants to do is that she is a novice freshman rower who wants, by the end of her freshman year, to get on varsity rowing team, which obviously is a noble goal. Anyone who wants to accomplish that, they could easily do that. But of course, what Dahl does in the process is rub basically everyone the wrong way. Now, whether that be actively knowing that she is doing that, or unconsciously, because let's face it, people who are driven to perfection will obviously do things to rub people the wrong way. Now, just like to say the films of like Whiplash or even Black Swan, this film is not a particularly happy one. And I'm on a rowing machine a couple of times during when I go to the gym, and trust me, I could not do the set exercises that these rowers are required to do, because let's face it, I'm just a guy who doesn't want to exercise all that often. Yes, we see the blood on our hands, at least at one point, by doing all the exercises and just grabbing, and both coaches just ask her to slow down. She's incapable of slowing down because, as I said many times beforehand, she is trying to achieve perfection. Apparently, she has one brief romance here, and apparently the actress here is a singer. And hey look, that's all well and dandy, and her rival here is not on a scholarship, so basically she needs this. Clearly I get there are some schools that are known for their rowing program. I don't know who those programs are, but clearly rowing is a tough sport, particularly if you are doing it single or in a group setting. I remember, does anyone here remember that film Drumline with Nick Cannon? So in the end, folks, what I'm going to say about The Novice, I'm going to give this a leave work early. Quite frankly, it's buried underneath a whole bunch of other films I think people should be getting around to watching. So folks, The Novice, have you seen this? What do you think? Please put everything in the comment box below here, folks. As always, folks, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks. And with the best films of 2021, and then it's on 2022. As